That's right, guys. I said I wasn't going to do it. I said I was not going to do F1 2025 this year. And look where we are. F1 2025. It took me a couple of days to make the decision to get this game because, from my experience, my background, I purchased F1 24 really late for very cheap. And I didn't really enjoy it that much. I was like, I come from a sim racing background to a degree. It just didn't feel like a sim title to me. So when this game came out, I was like, okay, I'm not going to buy it. Yeah, I'm not going to buy it. I bought so many of these games that are just arcadey, which I do enjoy an arcade game. But I was like, I'm not going to buy it. We'll just see how it goes. But then I started to see some really good reports, right? Some really good reports about this game. And I was like, okay, maybe I should look into it because there was a few things that I've never bought an F1 game with Breaking Point with a single player experience, and I like a single player experience. The career is pretty in depth as well, from what I've heard, and then you got F1 the movie options as well, which could look at, and then it's got a lot of content. It's got a lot of content, and that was what drew me in. But then when I heard that the handling model might be a little bit better as well, that really got me interested because the the handling model is something that these games tend to always struggle with a bit. So, but one thing that hasn't changed, unfortunately, is this terrible, terrible user interface. And one thing that really bugs me is why. Why do I have to dig so far into all of these menus to find just a single player race? Is literally all I want to do. I have to go through all of this rigmarole just to start a race. But anyway, let's jump into a race and we'll do a few laps. Now, I am a rookie F1 driver, especially in these sort of games. But I kind of know this track a little bit. And some of these tracks I've never raced on because the usual sim racing games.
It's finally time once again to begin what promises to be another thrilling season of Formula One action.
And my steering wheel just disconnected?
So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like.
We don't really need to see
that.
that.
And with me for this commentary this afternoon, former racing driver.
The ray tracing is mandatory in this game now. And if you look at this, I love the look of the cars.
Sunday afternoon stroll, but
this looks awesome.
Weekend.
Well, what a wonderful location. And today the challenge for them is going to be that this is a street circuit. So the probability of safety cars are quite high.
And if these guys would just be quiet for a minute, we could continue on. But just look at the cars, though.
Not much. So stay out of trouble.
Radio check, radio check.
Yeah, we're good. We are playing as Oscar Piastri, my fellow Australian, who is dominating at the moment, which we're always happy to see that. But one thing that actually drew me into this game and to buy it, essentially, was they said that the graphics have been improved. Because to me, this was like a PS4 game that just kept being repeated on. From F1 24, the shadows were horrendous. And it just looked terrible, especially on triple screens. It might have looked good on another resolution, on a smaller screen, and it did look good on the 49 behind me. So maybe it was just triples once it got spread out on surround that it just looked horrible. And no matter what I did, I couldn't get the shadows to look good. They looked like they were on Super Nintendo. I swear they were terrible. And when I heard that now this has been made for higher-end consoles and PC specifically, and they said that the graphical fidelity is a lot better, yes, I do agree with that totally, and this game looks really, really good. And one thing I should mention is that for me, I'm on a 5080 with 7680 by 1440p. When I tried it with DLSS quality, everything pretty much maxed out. I was literally only getting about 60 frames. And that's with DLSS on. And no frame gen, no nothing special like that. And it was playable at 60. And that was even if I was just driving around by myself. Like if I was just cruising around doing a time trial, I was getting 60 frames, and I was like, that can't be like real. And then I went into a race with all the other cars on track, and I was still getting like 60 frames. It didn't make any difference. So I'm not sure what's going on there, other than the fact that the game engine maybe can use some optimization, because that was very, very weird to me. So what we're doing now is we're recording, which I haven't recorded with this game before. As I'm sitting here, I'm getting 85 frames. I have frame gen on 2 times. I just want to see what the frame gen experience is like. I have had a little drive and it did look pretty good. I couldn't really tell that frame gen was on. I haven't tried 3x or 4x frame gen, but yeah, the latency, I can't tell the difference, honestly. So let's jump into a race. I'm a rookie, so just ignore my terrible driving to start off with. I haven't warmed up, but let's just go, go, go. Okay. So I'm just getting used to using the clutches on the back of my pedal. So that was an interesting start. Let's see if we can dodge around these guys. See if we can fight our way back.
Front wing damage. Box for a new one.
Ah, no. Alright, hang on. Let's start that again. I don't know what the settings I have on for the damage. What sort of damage? Car damage reduced. Okay. Alright, that's fine. And I do want to get up to the point where I'm doing simulation damage. I've got to spend some time on this game and get better at driving it for sure. Let's just go restart. I don't like starting...
Okay, mate. Radio check, please. Radio check.
Radio check.
I really like starting on the front of the grid. Start me at the back somewhere, please. But maybe that's because I chose Piastri. But yeah, let's go. Let's just go. See, I was wheel spinning before, and I didn't even know that I was wheel spinning. And you would feel that in a simulation game if you were wheel spinning off the line like that. Got to go very easy with the throttle. I'm on simulation settings as well in terms of the car. So we're still getting 80. I don't even know where I'm going. 80 frames here. Just not too bad. Now they're catching up. I think you can tell the frame gen actually does get a little blocky. Especially with all those fences and grates in the way. We'll get someone in front of us here. So we've got Max. Let's cruise on by us here. Now we're getting challenged again here, which is fine. Is that Sonoda? Oh, Lawson, I should say. But someone just lost their wing. Glad they didn't hit me with it.
That front wing is going to need replacing if it takes too much damage.
Yeah, it did just get a big hit. Well, see, I'm still getting over 96 frames. And I don't know what difficulty I'm on.
DRS now enabled. DRS enabled.
But I must say that the handling model is quite improved. Quite improved. You cannot just fling cars into corners anymore. Oh, I just lost my steering wheel again. It was not doing this previously. It was not doing this earlier. I wonder if everything else is working. Okay, I think we're back, but now I'm diving off into the corner. Let's see if I can get around this corner, yep. Okay, we're back. What was I just saying about the handling? Maybe it hurt me.
Look out for a bit of understeer when trailing the car ahead. They're going to be giving off dirty air, which is going to affect our tyres, so try to get past.
It's interesting that they just said about understeer, because that is the biggest difference that I've found with this game and F1 24, is that now you actually can feel the understeer. You actually have a moment where the understeer actually feels quite, well, realistic. I just cut that corner.
Battery charge is high. Let's use that overtake button a bit more.
I hate this corner. Gets me every time. There we go. But it's fun racing. If you don't treat it like a sim, if you just treat it like a... oh, don't touch it. Nearly touched Norris. It's burning. Not going to burn him. I love the new LiDAR tracks. This is Australia, which apparently has been LiDAR. And it does look good.
Tyre condition still looking good.
It's not a night and day difference, but it does look good. I did want to dive bomb you, Norris. I really did. Oh, they're not going to fit there. Thank God. But it is a fun drive now, I must say. This is more fun than F1 24 for sure. And the AI do compete pretty well until you overtake them. Or go to overtake them, and then they back out. And they back out really heavily too, which is... hopefully they can fix that. Jump back on DRS, see if we can catch these guys. These guys are having a big scrap here. Can we get one? We've got Norris. Oh God. But I am enjoying this handling model a lot more than F1 24. It kind of feels like there's a moment where understeer turns to oversteer. And that there's some sort of feel in the car, not just you're on rails, which is what F1 24 felt like to me. There is a little bit of hesitation that you need to... I'm going to dive in. Can we get around? See, as soon as you get around them, they back off quite heavily. Which is kind of annoying.
Nice move. Good job.
Thanks, bro. But you can feel it now. I reckon you can feel when you're going around corners that what the car is doing a little bit and how pointy it actually is. But after this I might do a race in the rain, because that's one thing I haven't done yet, and I did like the look of the rain effects. But it's running well. Like, I'm getting 93 frames, frame gen 2 times, 7680 by 1440p. Or, and if you're going slow and you're steering and you're full throttle and snap a gear, like change your gear pretty hard, you can do that. That's what I was about to say. Like, if you're not looking what you're doing, it's a terrible re-entry. Oh God! I've got grass on the tyres. But that just shows you like how realistic this is. I've got grass on my tyres and I'm trying to just slightly accelerate and get back on the track, and it's very difficult to do, and I feel that is
Gap to your teammate ahead.
a pretty good
0
uptick
seconds.
in realism. And while this is definitely not like the most realistic handling, it does feel like it's definitely playable this time. And it's just enough to keep an average casual sim racer like me excited, you know. Now, is it worth $90? Now, that's another question. I mean, I paid for it. There's no... I didn't get a key or anything special for it. Not sponsored. But for me, who hasn't spent a lot of money on these games, yeah, I mean, if this was my first F1 game, which it kind of is to a degree, the last F1 24 I spent about $20 on because it was on sale and it'd been out forever, and this was coming out soon. But yeah, if I was spending $90 and this is my only F1 game, this will probably be the only F1 game that I ever buy, to be honest. So, yeah, for me, $90 with all the content that you get with it, I feel it's kind of worth it. Okay? And I'm not a huge fan of EA.
Tricky race. So well, thanks for the effort.
Thanks, Piastri. Max. Of course he is.
The checkered flag is out. We're going to be hearing that
We're not going to be hearing the Dutch national anthem.
from lights out to the checkered
steering
flag.
wheel keeps
This is what they're
disconnecting.
racing for. It's points and a trip to the podium. One of the all-time greats celebrates yet again.
Not sure why that
it's
is.
another podium. It's another top step for Max Verstappen.
I like the look of the new celebration things. Although some of these characters look a bit suspect, and duplicates. But I do like the look of this. I believe this is new, or it's different. You may not be able to see what I can see, but on the triples you can see like the whole crowd and everyone. Yeah, the new celebrations look good. So let's jump into a rain. I haven't even driven in the rain at all yet, so that will be a good experience. We'll jump into
After an event like that, who knows what the sport has in store for us next time out? Be sure to...
We're not going to look at the replay because it was horrible. But, yeah, we'll jump into a rain race and we'll see what goes from there. Somehow, and I don't know why this game is so difficult just to, like... Let's go F2, actually. Let's get a feel for F2. Oh, okay, so that's how you... Alright, let's go to... What other tracks do I know? I don't know Monaco very well. Not well enough to race it. I should, but I don't. There we go. Let's do Spa. What do we got here? See, some of these cars look good too. I am not really fussed. Let's just jump in one. Hello. Victor Martins. Yeah. Hell yeah. Okay, weather. Rain. Give me some rain. Wet. Very wet. Maybe just wet. Cool. Alright. Let's see what it looks like. Spa in the rain.
It's Saturday, and that means we're preparing for today's Formula 2 event here in Spa. As the cars are being prepared, let's join them trackside for the start of what promises to be a terrific race.
I'll say the graphics have
So
definitely
Spa
improved.
is normally a very fast track, but in these conditions, we should probably temper our expectations a little. This track, located in the sprawling Ardennes countryside, features... Here is the grid for today's race, which will be starting shortly.
Please don't put me P1.
A fantastic effort from Ritomo Miata yesterday
Cool.
puts him on pole position.
We're not P1.
And we welcome you to the commentary box, where I'm Alex Jakes and he's Alex Brundle. And like Alex Brundle's comment...
Alright. I just lost my steering wheel again. I think it may have something to do with me streaming. I have a feeling. Because I haven't had this problem before until now. So anyway, you probably won't have these problems. Hopefully. Alright. Looks good. Rain on the car looks good. Rain on the track. Yes. Yep. Alright. Here we go. Gonna take it easy off the start. Very light on the clutch. Got the wets on. We're slipping. Haven't driven the F2 car yet. Oh, we've gone right around the outside. A little bit of short shifting just to get us going. Okay, now we're off. Okay, the rain coming down the visor is... Whoa! The rain coming down the visor is distracting. I wonder if we can turn that off by any chance. Alright. Oh, yep, you can feel the understeer. You can feel the lack of grip in the steering wheel, which is really good. You can feel the understeer. I wonder if you get more grip when you're off the line than you do on the line. It's running quite well, 92 frames, not that much different in the wet or even in the dry. So that's good. And frame gen 2 times, you can see a little bit of kind of like distortion around cars in the distance, but it looks kind of realistic, to be honest. Can't really tell that bad. No, they probably should have defended that, but anyway. The F2s still feel great. I think that people were saying that the F2s felt better in F1 24 than the F1 cars did. Whoa. Big lock up there. This is going to be tricky in the wet, trying to get away. We're good. Might even get a burn on here. Oh god. Thank you.
Great manoeuvre.
We're way
so easy.
faster out of the whole shot. He was going to close me in then. That was a little bit defensive, which is good. Oh god. You would never make that turn. You would never make that pass.
Look out for a bit of understeer when trailing the car ahead. They're
Thanks,
going to
mate.
be giving off dirty air, which is going to affect our tyres, so try to get past.
Having a good battle here. Oh god. I steered in a little bit too much. Oh. The F2 racing is still really good. Once I figure out my difficulty level. Get him around the outside. Got him. God. I think he's going to try and get me again. You can see a bit of rain hitting the car, coming in and hitting you. And you can see it in the mirror, the rain on the road. And the rain driving is not like terrible either. It's not like impossible. It's actually, it's not frustrating really either, which is good. I tell you what, this is not bad at all. And I like when I talk about EA and Codemasters, like I like Codemasters. I'm not happy with what they did with the rally. I think that was a bit of a half-assed effort from them, to be honest. And so is this game. They've got so much money from making money from these games. These games should not have taken this long to get good. And I know that some are better than others. And oh, good catch. Okay, the rain's getting heavier. And like,
That was
how
the
many
fastest lap of the race. Keep
how many
this up. Well
years
done.
does it take to bring out a good one? Oh, I've lost it. Way too deep on the brakes. Ooh, yep. Force feedback's quite good as well once you get it dialed in. Ripple strips feel good. And the grass also feels pretty good too. Not that you want to be there too much, but when you're a rookie, that's what happens.
Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
But I do believe that the tyre wear is quite good in the game from what I've heard. I haven't tried those simulation settings yet, but I will be. But I've honestly, it's kind of surprised me, this game. And it makes me wonder if the chance that like EA were going to lose, or Codemasters or EA were going to lose the license for F1, that now they finally bring out a good game, just seems very coincidental, to be honest, to me. Oh god, it's definitely getting wet now. You got a lot of throttle control. But yeah, it just surprises me that, oh, this is the last year before we could potentially lose our license. Now we bring out a good game. Makes you wonder whether they sandbag them sometimes. You can see the rain piling on the road now. The racing line's starting to disappear. There's so much rain. It's definitely stopped the bots from coming at me. Well, the AI slowed them down a lot. Not so much for me. But yeah, I must say overall, the amount of content this game brings, the feel of driving, which is the main thing for me, was the feel of driving. I wanted that. I wanted the good feel to come back. And they've done a pretty good job with this. It's not simulator level, but it's fun. It's actually fun. And I was hesitant, like I said at the start, I was very hesitant as if this game was going to be any good or not, whether I was going to spend money on it. And I was fully prepared to refund it after a couple of hours if it was terrible.
Great work. That's a new fastest
But I'm
lap of the
really
race.
actually enjoying it. And that takes a lot for me to say.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate
After
by 7.0
EA just
seconds.
canned Codemasters for WRC. I didn't want to give them any money, to be honest, but if you make a good game, credit where credit's due. Credit where credit is due. Oh god. But this will probably be the last F1 game that I ever buy. But it's still quite good, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope there was something there for you. I'm going to continue to do a few more laps and just enjoy it, to be honest, because, yeah, it actually is quite enjoyable. I'm aquaplaning. You can aquaplane in this, so that's a good addition. I mean, it's nowhere near like iRacing aquaplaning. You've got to be really careful on the throttle. Lap times are pretty slow, but we're just trying to actually survive here. But you buy these games for the immersion, for the fact that they're official, they have all the drivers' names. You don't really buy them because there's full-on simulators, that's what I've realised. And I'm just going to continue on with just enjoying this for what it is, which is a fun game, I guess. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope it was helpful for you. And yeah, I think if you're a bit skeptical, feel free to pick this game up because, yeah, I'm finding it quite enjoyable. And I was very skeptical. Oh, I steered too hard. Don't know where the other guys are, they're just gone.
Good job. That was the fun.
And I've just lost my controller again. I'm glad that they...
Fastest lap of the race so far.
I'm glad that they disconnect you and pause the game when your controller disappears, so you can recover it. I think they are kind of catching up in the distance somewhere. One thing I wish they did do was allow you to remove the old or the steering wheel from the game. Like most other simulators, even though I know it's not a simulator game, but just remove the steering wheel for us. I'm gonna put a bit of a black piece of cardboard over it, because I think that would give me a bit more realism. But I do like being able to see what gear I'm in though, because I don't have that on my rig at the moment. Well, Spa looks dreary. About as dreary as the day he's here today in Australia or in Victoria. It is quite rainy outside. It looks exactly like this day. So I can bump up the AI a little bit, and I'm just going to spend some time tweaking that and tuning that in so I can get some good racing. Some good racing. F2s are fun. I like it. Oh no, lost it again. We're going to have to fix this problem, that's for sure. Exceeded track limits? Yeah, you don't say. Can I get it back round and get home before I... Looks like it's snowing.
Oh, you worked hard for that one. Congratulations. Well done.
Alright guys, well that'll do. Thank you very much. And I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Peace out.
The French driver will see the checkered flag. An amazing... It was great having you with us for the weekend. I hope you enjoyed.